Hello everyone, my name is Tim Lacey. I do the mapping for Tree San Diego, and I've loaded all the trees for the branch out project that have been distributed into our map. So we've generated a link that you can use to access the map. I think it's already in here. When you open up the link, it'll bring you to the branch out trees, which are all pretty much numbered between 2,000 and 4,000, so you know you're looking at the right trees. By when I see that map, I can see numbers all over the place, but they're all in the 2,000s, so this is the right map. The first thing you have to do when you get to Tree Plotter is log in. So I'll just log in here as a tree steward. After you log in, it'll take you back to the generic map. So you'll see here it's going to load up a map that just shows a whole bunch of trees that are in the middle of San Diego. And right off the bat, you should say something's wrong. You are correct. What you need to do is reload the map. So you can either go up to the link and put the link in again now that you're logged in, or you can simply refresh or reload the page if you can. So I just use the menu down here in the bottom right on, I don't know if this is Chrome or Safari, but either way, whatever browser you're using, just look for that reload function. So once you reload the map, it will come back the way it was before, showing all those trees in the 2000s. There we go. So we pretty much just want to go to a tree and get the information. I'll walk you through that in a second, but before that I wanted to show you this feature. There's a crosshatch button on the screen. So if I push this crosshatch button, it's the fourth one down on the left. If I push that button, it'll ask me if it can use my location, which of course I need to say okay for. And then it will show a dot showing exactly where I'm standing. So right now I'm standing just outside this house. So sometimes it takes a while for the dot to settle. And the dot's not perfectly accurate because it's just your phone, but it's pretty close. So that's where I am. And the nice thing about this button was it zoomed the map in to my exact location, right? So if you're at a house where there's supposed to be a tree, you can zoom in and you should ideally see the dots there and not have to go to them manually. Also, if I was going to plant a tree, I can use this feature to show me. I can walk over to a certain spot, set my phone down and say that's where the phone thinks the blue dot is. It's sometimes very accurate, sometimes not. Like right now it's a completely sunny day. So if I hold my phone up, it's getting a pretty solid lock right now on that position. And I'd say that position is about 10 feet away from where the tree actually is, or where I actually am. So it's pretty close, but it's a phone, it's not perfect. Anyway, but you can use that to locate where your trees roughly are when you're having to find the location on the map to put them. Let's turn that off again because that blue dot's annoying. And let's go ahead and go back to the map and let's go pick a tree. So here's a tree right here, looks like number 2211. We zoom in on this house, you will notice there are a lot of trees. So a lot of people receive multiple trees. This property received 7 trees. And you can see three of them which I believe are valley oaks. So if I click on one of these blue dots and search, it says that's a valley oak, and the purple dot here is a red willow. So they have 3 valley oaks and 4 red willows. What our task for you is to go to these properties and help locate and photograph these trees so that we can have an accurate and up-to-date tree inventory, and also so that we know these trees are actually planted and doing well. So when you get to the property, you would want to locate all 7 trees, verify the tag numbers on the trees, and then move the dots to the right location. To move the dots, you simply go up to the upper right, and you will see there's a legend that pops down, and there's a Move Tree button. When I push Move Tree, the menu in the upper right turns blue. So you can see right now it's blue. That means it's waiting for us to move a tree. We've already selected, so let's pick a tree down here. Okay, so we picked tree 2211. Let's say that tree 2211, we found it in the backyard, located between those 2 rectangular blocks. I can just now that I've selected the tree and I'm in move mode, I just select where I want the tree to go. And when I touch the map, it asks me that question and I say yes, and it moves the dot there. So now that tree is exactly where I wanted it to be. If for some reason I got it wrong, I can just move it again. So let's say I actually wanted it to be more to the left. I can click over to the left. Actually, I have to click the tree first. Let's say no. The tree is selected, so now I will click over here to the left. Yes. You'll get the hang of it. But basically, you can keep moving the tree as much as you need to until it's right where you want it to be. So now that tree is exactly where we want it to be, and we are out of move mode. I can see in the upper right that thing is no longer blue, so all is good. Okay. The next step is to take a picture and take a look at the tree. So let's go ahead and click on that tree. This little pop-up box comes up. Let's go ahead and hit details. Oh, before I hit details, when you take a look at this, you can see the picture. There is a picture of a tree there, but that's a specimen photo. It's not the actual tree. And you'll see the difference once we take the actual tree, but that's just a specimen photo, so don't be fooled. Let's hit details. When we hit details, it brings us to the screen with everything about the tree, and we can scroll down past all the species and size. There is a spot for height. So let's take our tree and let's estimate a height. Let's say we have a tree that's a little over 4 feet, so I'm going to call it 5 feet. I just kind of round up 5 feet. And then we want to take a picture. So when we go to take a picture, if you're using your phone, it'll offer to let you take a photo, and then the camera will come up. So let's say this little philodendron is our tree, and we want to take a picture of it. I would want to get a good position for this tree where I can really make it out against the background. So this is actually a really nice picture. I can see the whole tree. I can see the whole planting area. I can see the entire tree. But there's one more thing I'd like from pictures, and that is for the picture to also contain structures in the background. So here, now I can see the entire tree, maybe not quite as well as before, but I can see a house in the background, I can see other trees, I can see walls, tables. This is a better picture for me because it'll allow us to locate the tree on the map if there's ever a question as to its location, or a question of which tree is which. So we're hoping that you'll have little poles to take with you. The poles are designed to lean up against the trees so that we can have a scale when we take the picture. So I'm going to set one here. And so now let's say you have a tree measuring pole. You would just set it up against the tree, get the entire tree in the frame, get the buildings and structures in the background that'll help us locate it, and then take a picture. There. So this will work. I've got the tree, I've got the pole, and I've got buildings in the background. So we can click use photo. Hopefully you'll get better lighting than I was able to get. There we go. So now that picture is there. The only other thing we need to do besides the location and the picture is maybe make a note of special issues. Let's say that the tree tag was actually incorrect. Let's say that you never could find 2211 at this property, but when you did the other 6 trees, you actually had a tag that said 2210. What you would do is if you have any problem with a tree, you mark this box at the top called QC requested. And then you'd go to the bottom where it says infield comments, and you would write tree tag is actually 2210. And this would also be a place you could leave comments about the tree, like planted wrong, or planted at an angle, or branch broken, or all dead looking. I mean, you could add any notes you want here if you think they're important and if you think we should give this tree a second look. In general, you don't have to write any comments here, hopefully. Hopefully, once you locate and photograph the tree, you're done. But if there are any problems, this is where you put them, and then be sure to check the box up here that says QC requested. Once you're done, you just simply close this box. That tree is 100% done. And you move on to the next one. See, and I can click on the tree, and now you will see the picture we took is showing up there, right? So now we know that tree's done because we see the tree is not in the middle of the house anymore. We see it has a picture. We can tell from our end that this tree's been completed, and all is good. So you would simply then go and do the other 6 trees on this property, and you would be all done. So hopefully this is an easy process. Hopefully you have a lot of fun doing it, meet some interesting people, see a lot of nice trees, enjoy some good weather, And if you have any problems at all, be sure to get in touch with us, and we will get you all the support you need right away. Thank you for helping out with this, and I hope you've enjoyed and found this video useful. Thank you. Bye.